Hey you guys. Okay. So I feel inspired to make another pick a card reading, and it was more, I didn't even know what to do the video about. I just knew the inspiration was there. And so it's just going to be a random message. We're just going to do it that way. So we're going to do pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And I'll let you guys choose. It'll be the most random message you could think of. I have no plans on what the message is. I'm just going to let y'all choose. So we got pile 1, it's blue kyanite. Pile 2, a huge chunk of tiger's eye. Pile 3, it's some kind of volcanic rock. I'm not sure. So I'll give you guys a few seconds. We could do 3 breathers. So first breath, we're gonna go in. Hold it. Breathe out. Second breath, we're gonna hold in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. So I hope you guys made a choice. Again, pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. We're gonna start with pile 1, okay? And we'll put this on the top left a little bit, and that'll be our reference point. So I went to a shop that I've recently fallen in love with called Owl Mystics in Texas. They're really great. They had this angel tarot deck there, and I was really interested in it. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and I want to try it out because I was really enjoying it. Excuse me, I'm fixing this. Okay, I was really enjoying it. So all right, pile 1. Gonna do some shuffling. Pile 1, what do your spirit guides want to tell you? What do your spirit guides want to tell you right now? All right, pile 1. Interesting. Okay. So let me get a read. I'll tell you the top cards. I'll bring in the bottom ones in a second. Let me see if I can bottom ones. Okay, anyways. Okay, so looks like, I don't know if this pile, you guys have kids. I feel like what pops in my head is just like steady routine and saving, or like going through going towards something very significant, and it requires specific steps to get there. So the positives that I feel at least are that you know the steps, you know what you need to do, you know that it's not a, like, I like how realistic this pile is. You guys are pretty cut and clear and straight to the point. And so you already know what goals you want. You already know what you want for your children, if you have any pets, etc. You already know what you're trying to bring forth in the world. You know somewhat, like you have somewhat of an outline of what you're gonna do. And so that's really nice. But I think where the lacking is at is that you feel like you're doing this alone. So I don't know if you're a single parent. I don't know if you're just single. I don't know, you feel alone. There's just a sense of singleness in this pile, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. I just feel like you're looking down at it though. Like you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be. You feel like at this age, you should have already accomplished these specific things, but everybody's journey is different for a reason. And when you let go, excuse me, when you let go of what society feels like your accomplishments are supposed to be, like you let that ego side of it go and you just focus in on what works for you specifically, the journey becomes a lot easier and you're a lot more patient with yourself. Because with this pile, I feel nothing but patience. It's very beautiful. And so it's like you're self-aware for yourself and others, but you feel like people aren't seeing your worth and all your hard work going into things. And I just want to let you know that they do. I feel like when people tell you good job, you shouldn't be so like, oh, it's whatever. Like, no, like actually take the compliment. Like, I feel like lately people have been complimenting you and saying really nice things to you, and you've kind of just been like, no, it's fine, it's whatever. And it's not whatever. Like, you're working really hard, you're doing a lot of important things, and you should be proud of that. Not everybody can handle the stuff that you can handle. I feel like you haven't been praying, you haven't been sitting down and like really asking the universe for help. And I think it wouldn't hurt to do so if you tell the universe, hey, I now allow opportunities to help me through my journey without questions. And that should be the statement, and the universe should start pulling together and helping you out. Because I feel like you're doing this from a logical standpoint. So I don't know if you guys are, this is like my non-religious pile, my non-spiritual pile, but you guys are very logical. I enjoy that. I'm a Gemini and a Virgo in my chart. I have a lot of earth in my chart and air, so I get it. But you need to get back in touch with your spiritual side. Even if you're atheist, there's still a spiritual side to you. Everybody should know that. There's plenty of YouTube videos that explain atheism and spirituality, how they can go hand in hand. The motivation is there. The feeling that you're gonna fail is growing, and that's because you are thinking that. And you're not taking advantage of the opportunities of help being offered. I feel like there's 2 times now at your job or people helping you with your kids where you're like, oh, I'm not, they're like, I can help you with this. And you're like, girl, I'm fine. I don't need your help, and you probably do. You never know when you're going to need that babysitter. You never know when you're going to need to borrow somebody's car. You never know when you're going to need somebody to take a shift for you so you can go to a job interview. You never know. And I feel like this is within the next 3 months. You're going to get 3 opportunities for people to offer you help. And I suggest taking it, even if it's the smallest thing. Even if it's the smallest thing, you're going to see how much it was a good idea that you did do so. So this pile, my random message for you is to please allow help in your life. Allow others to love on you. Allow others to seek you and just love on you and appreciate everything you've done so far for the world. Because I feel like you see your worth and you feel like others aren't seeing it though. And they do, though. They see your worth. They see what you do for the world. They see how you contribute. They see how wonderful you are. I feel like you hold back a lot. Like, this is my pile that's like, I have hobbies and really cool things that people could like, but I choose not to share them. And I think you should. You're absolutely wonderful. I feel like there's some weird to you that you could start exposing in the world more. So my message is, allow help to flow freely in your life. Allow your spirit guides, allow God or whoever you worship, allow friends, if they offer help for something, take it. Who cares if you don't actually need it? Let people show you that they love you. Let the universe show you that they love you. Okay? You're beautiful inside and out. Remember that we all love you and we're here for you. Also, Cheez-Its popped in my head. I'm not sure if any of y'all are craving Cheez-Its lately, or you might start craving Cheez-Its, or you're going to be offered Cheez-Its. I don't know. You're going to start being offered random snacks here and there too. So that's spirit telling you need to eat. So when someone offers to pay for your coffee or buy you a snack, or your job gives you a random snack, just go for it and eat it, okay? All right. I love you guys with all my heart. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We're gonna spray. My pile 2. My beautiful, wonderful pile 2. We're gonna use you as a reference point. Okay. Alright, for some reason I felt the need to knock the pile for you guys, so let's see what the cards have in store for you and what random message you need to hear. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, if this isn't a love offer, I'm not sure what is. So I'm not sure if you've been okay, so I have a feeling this pile is single. If you're not single, you're thinking about being single. That's okay. We all have our moments. We're human. I do want to say what pops in my head is that you, or if not single, okay, I'll get to it. So there's 2 specific things that pop in my head. So if you are single and you're entertaining dating apps and stuff right now, you're gonna have 2 significant people that you're gonna talk to for a little bit. And now I'm not going to guarantee you one of them's the one or anything like that. Spirit's not going to allow me to know that. But I do want you to know that you're meant to learn things. And these are 2 polar opposite energies. You may even have to choose between the 2 at some point. Because we have the Knight of Fire. We have the Knight of Water. Geez Louise, we have the Lovers. Like, we have everything going on here. We have the 6 of Water. So with the 6 of Water, it's entertaining somebody from your past. These cards are about beginnings and fruitions to ideas. So if you're single and you're been out there talking to folks, getting to know them, you're gonna start running into some people you'll actually take the time dating. Because I get from this pile that you'll entertain conversations with people, but you don't just go out with people willy-nilly. You don't just date willy-nilly. Half the dating apps you probably don't even like, so you're probably just doing something really cheap and free to the point, and that's okay. I get it. And so what pops in my brain for y'all is that you are going to, within the next 6 weeks, if it doesn't start now, just hit me back up in 6 weeks and let me know how your life is, because you're going to be talking to at least 2 people, 2 love interests. One specifically is either an ex or somebody you've known for a long time, and you guys are deciding to take a step, entertaining romanticizing one another. The second situation that pops in my head is that you've been sitting there thinking, pausing, reflecting. You've been doing every single thing mentally that you could possibly do before opening another business or a business, and oh my goodness, you just haven't acted on it. So it for some reason this pile strikes me as somebody who already has a side hustle and a job. Don't be afraid to put another side hustle in there. Keep yourself busy. And these aren't busy things that's going to like ruin and complicate your life. You're going to figure out that this new side hustle is going to make you a lot happier. So if you're watching this pile and you already have your own business, don't be afraid to make other side hustles. I can tell this pile you're meant to have multiple revenues, not just like one specific job with a 401k. Although your spirit guides also recommend you get a 401k. If you haven't, get it together. But it's like, it's two, or you could be feeling 2 situations where you're single, you're enjoying life, you're starting to talk to people, get to know them, actually be attracted to them, because I feel like you're kind of like me in this pile where you don't find just about anything attractive at this point. The world's kind of numbed us to romanticize people we just meet, and if we do, it doesn't last but a few seconds. But I want you to start actually entertaining people when they bring up deep topics with you, and you'll start to see that there's more depth to a person than what they wear, and there's more depth to a person than who they were when they were children, when you were both children. There's more depth to your life than just working a job that capitalism provides and it doesn't do much for you. I feel like you're meant to have at least 3 revenues in your life when it comes to finances. This is the pile where I need you to start taking steps towards that business, because you're going to see it spread like wildfire in a good way. You're going to see within the next 6 months how much your life has changed for the better because of this. You're going to start seeing a different point of view of yourself, especially in this pile. You know how you view yourself, but you're going to start seeing how others view you, and it's going to up your confidence and your drive to want to pursue new things, whether that be a romantic partner or starting a new business or starting a second business as well on top of what you're doing. Or don't be afraid to scratch out the business you started and start over with another business. Everybody thinks businesses are successful when they last 30 years. Some of them are successful and they only lasted 2. You know, like, you're supposed to keep pursuing different things. We're not supposed to be this one thing and this one niche and that's it. We're going to change our hobbies and who we are throughout our lives, and you shouldn't be afraid of that. This also goes for my pile where if you sell art or you want to sell art, please get into making your art and selling it. Stop thinking of the logistics. You know, you're not going to get to your final craft of how your website and your prices and everything's going to be until you start. Also, hit up my sister. She makes amazing art and I love her. And also hit up Shelly for artwork. She is amazing too, and I love her too. That's my other sister, basically. But yeah, this pile, please, like, start experiencing art the way it's supposed to be. You experience it for yourself. Now you need to make pieces that the world needs to see. And I just want us to sit here for like 5 seconds. We're going to do 5 seconds. And we're just going to imagine what our life is when we actually embrace these things, whether it be a new lover, whether it be a new business revenue. And we're going to experience it, and we're going to have this moment. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let your imagination go. if you feel tingly and beautiful and amazing and you're just feeling this beautiful future while you're daydreaming, that is your future. Now, go for it and go get it, baby. Remember, the universe loves you and you have everything that you need, but the universe can't make you do those first steps. You have to make those first steps towards love. You have to make those first steps towards, you know, a business. You have to make those first steps to end things, to start new things and have new beginnings. Very powerful pile. All right, pile 3. Reference point. Okay. All right, my beautiful pile 3. Let's see what the message we have for you today is. Okay. Oh, pile 3. Oh my goodness, you got it going on today. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna tell you what popped in my head. Somebody's going through a separation with their partner. I don't know who is, but shoot, I know a few of y'all going through it. So you're ending a negative cycle in your life. This is a cycle ending. You're gonna start seeing in a month how the cycle's ended, and you're having a new outlook and better opportunities. And better opportunities doesn't mean you're gonna have a job fall in your lap or life's gonna get better. Opportunities is more, what pops in my head for an opportunity for you is that you're gonna have opportunities to better yourself, but you have to make that choice. So when you're having those moments where you're like, okay, I'm free from the kids for a little bit, what can I do for myself? Do not just sit there and be at home. You could do that any other time that you're off. This specific day, go get a coffee with a friend, go catch up, go hang out together, like go do something. Start the cycle right. Start your new cycle with the right people around and the right friends and the right friendships. You're about to see what you've worked so hard for. You're about to see why you left the past that you left. You're about to see all the things you've been putting, like you're about to see like where you should have been putting your energy to. So for some reason, this pile, it gives me a specific where you just left a relationship. You left specifically. You left and you are starting over, and it feels very scary. And it feels very brand new. It feels weird. It's almost like you've never experienced this before. And if you are experiencing it already, be prepared for even more new experiences that are awkward for you. But it's meant to help you grow. Karma's going to be for the better for you. You've already, it's time for you to experience life the way it should be without the abusive person behind your, over your shoulder. So this doesn't have to be just you left your romantic partner and you had kids. This could also be you just leaving a bad relationship, you moving out of your parents' house, or, you're finally leaving that job that's held you down for so long. Like, I'm really seeing like, it's even if you got fired from the job, this is meant to happen. You're meant to have a more positive progressive change in your life. Your energies, God, they're all asking you to relook at your goals in life. What was important back then that was never meant to be important for you to begin with? What is your life like when you're not catering to your abuser's needs? What is your life like when you finally have the chance to build yourself up to the person you've always wanted to be? What is your life like when you're actually following your advice? What is your life like when you're finally the mother that you always wanted to be, or the father you always wanted to be? What is your life like now that you've finally left that bad situation? This power requires a lot of self-awareness. This power requires a lot of patience and healing, but you made the right decision. You're going to go through some ups and downs emotionally, but no matter what, you're going to keep getting signs from the universe or from God that you made the best decision and you made the right decision leaving this situation. People forget that other people will be affected by the things you choose, but they will see later in life why you chose the things you chose and the better person you became for them by doing so. So if you have kids and you finally split from your partner, they may be upset with you right now, but when they get older and they see how much better of a parent you were, they see the better decisions you made, you see how much more effort you put into them, they're going to see why you did what you did. They're going to see how happy you are when you finally choose things for yourself, and they're going to learn from that. I don't care how much the other partner tries to manipulate them, they will learn when they get older. But those things can't be fixed right now. What I want you to embrace right now is that God is on your side and that you did the right thing and you escaped. You're a powerful person. You're not a victim anymore. You're not a victim to the situations that held you down. You are now the beginning, you're the king of air, the king of water. You are at a fresh emotional beginning. You're at a fresh intellectual beginning in life. Okay, maybe you just moved. Maybe it seems a little stressful and the house seems a little chaotic. That's okay. When you start slowly taking those steps to do things for yourself, it's going to be this beautiful experience you've never experienced before. God, we love you so much. And I just want to keep reminding you how much you're loved and cherished. And people love you when you're being who you are. When you're not being who you are, people will distance themselves. And it's not a mean thing. It's that we all got lives going on. We all have a life to live, and we got to focus on our own things. Doesn't mean anything's wrong, but you'll start to see that those very meaningful people that were kind of distant for a little bit, they're going to come right back in. And it's going to be like nothing ever changed. And they're going to see how wonderful you are. And we're not being fake friends or anything. It's just when you have an abuser or a negative person or a negative job holding you down, you change. And sometimes people got to go through that negative side in order to find a new positive change in a more positive outlook. Sorry. But I keep seeing this justice card in this situation. Justice will be served. In whatever situation or person that's been doing you dirty or did you dirty, you will get justice for it. You have to let it right out, though. You can't make justice happen. The universe will make that happen for you. And it's crazy because it's almost like, I know kings and all the tarot decks usually are significant for something, but I'm viewing this differently. You're leaving this very icy, dicey situation, and you're now experiencing life in a new way. You're now experiencing life in a way that you've never understood before. You're now trusting people. You're now embracing people in a new way you never have. People that you previously judged for ego-based things, now you're loving on them. I don't even care if you're Christian and you're watching this. You're going to start seeing how the universe works for you when you stop judging others. I don't know what it is about this pile, about judging. I'm just bringing it up because it popped up. I And this is what my favorite drag queen, Courtney Act, one of them, she said, whenever she let go of the judgment of others, the judgment of herself went away as well. So when you stop being in your ego and judging someone based off how they look and how they dress or how odd they may be or whatever, and you start embracing the good parts of them and you make a point to see it, you see the beauty in things and you start experiencing the job or your shift with that specific person or life with that random neighbor in a different aspect, and it's very beautiful. So you feel a little imbalanced right now, that's okay. Just remember, give it about a month or so, you're going to start seeing the fruition from leaving those bad things, from leaving your partner, from starting over, etc. Okay? Now remember, I love you guys so much. So much. Okay? Love you guys. Please follow me at Yeehaw Bruja. If people don't know, I chose Yeehaw Bruja because I am from Texas and I am Mexican and white, and I identify with both. I own who I am, and my heritage is important to me, and that includes the spiritual aspects of it. And I just want you guys to know that more videos are here to come, okay? So, thank you guys. Peace out, Girl Scout.